Let's go.
531.
Good morning. I've got a new helmet. I bought it yesterday from Dumagetti. That was the only good thing about being in Dumagetti yesterday. I'll explain it all when I get back. I'm just going to nip to the shop, get an energy drink and maybe a little snack. I need to buy some toothpaste because I've just run out. And yeah, let's go.
Oh.
Yeah, please.
Is it okay?
Okay. Tina? 131.
531.
Look at the state of my beard. Every time I put my helmet on, take it off, my beard is everywhere. They think I'm cooking them breakfast. I'm not. You've had your breakfast, I'm not. So I'm having a bit of bacon, 4 bits of bacon, and I'm also having 2 eggs and some rice, which I think is what I have every day. A little setup. And that's for Sandy, I don't know where she is. Crisps and luncheon meat. Someone will probably say, oh, you shouldn't give your dogs crisps and luncheon meat. Well, they're basically fucking stray dogs, so. And I've seen her eat shit and piss. So I mean, I think crisps and luncheon meat is fine. I'm going to let him out and just roam around, and I'm just follow him around just to, because he needs to get used to being on his own and doing his own stuff. I realised today, he's actually a bit older than what I thought. I found him on Christmas Day and I put him about a week old max. So maximum he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks old. And he's due his injections at the 6 week old mark. So at the oldest is 6 weeks. So next week I'm going to get him in, get his injections because he does need them. I know Bam Bam's had all hers. I don't think the other dogs have because I've just not got enough care. He's got that to look forward to, bless his little cotton socks. Where's he bloody gone to now? Gonna have to shut this door again while I'm cooking my dinner. As I say, I don't mind him running around, he can do what he wants. I'm just being, you know, cautious. I just don't want him to, because at the minute he likes hanging around by that the water tank. And the water tank is right on the edge of the cliff. Oh, there he is. What are you doing over there, eh? Just chilling out. It's not the best of terrains, but it's all right. What are you doing? Hey? Doing a bit of exploring. Hey, big boy. What's that rock? You trying to eat the root? You watch, I'll wake up in the morning and this tree will be on the floor. And this one always gets jealous. No matter what I'm doing, if I'm picking him up and carrying him somewhere, she's always like, what are you doing, where are you going, or why aren't you stroking me? You good girl. Alright, you stay there then, I'm cooking my dinner. Bam Bam, keep an eye on him. I was quite happy with it the other day. There was a dog that I don't want around here, because he always tries it on with the mum, and it's not the one who's tried it on before. And like, I think she'd given birth about 2 weeks previous, and then he just started stiffing around trying to mount her and that, and then Bam Bam was just like, no. I don't know if she was getting jealous or she was actually trying to protect her, I don't know, but I like to think she was protecting her. Good girl. She's always following me. I know what you might be thinking, it's going to be hard to leave. Of course it is, it's going to be hard to leave anyway. But I was always going to have something to do with the dogs. Rocky's a different case because he didn't really have much choice. Didn't really have much chance to not die. So my job was taking care of the pups, but trying to make sure they didn't die. So I have a 33.3% success rate so far. Today, I'm not sure what I'm doing today. I've got a little bit of work to do today. I'll probably be on a laptop for a couple of hours editing. I quite like this routine I've got going on of doing all my stuff in the morning. I am quite active in the morning from like 5 till about 10. And then, I do my filming, do whatever I'm doing in the day. Beautiful. I spend maybe 2 hours. I haven't washed my frying pan for at least a month. Yeah, get into the routine and then sitting down in the evening when it's cool in my office. I have the fan on, even if it's not hot. I like the fan on because I think the theory behind that is the fan blows the mosquitoes away from me. And yeah, when it's 5 or 6 o'clock at night, it starts getting cooler. It's nice and I'd say nice and cool. I like the lights I have the balcony light on round that end, not here, just so shines a little bit of light inside, so it's not pitch black for the pup. But yeah, spend a couple of hours in the evening doing me video editing, so that by the time all 3 of my fans wake up back in the UK, it'll be ready. So obviously I'm 8 hours ahead. I basically do these videos. When I do these videos, I'm not thinking like I'm talking to the masses. I literally think like I'm talking to about 5 people, which I probably am. I'm a bloke with his own cutlery and his own plates. And as long as I literally have like one spoon and fork that I use over and over again, and one different spoon that I use for the dog food. But it's just me here, so that's what. I'm pretty sure that's what every bloke does. They just have one thing, and you wash it, you use it again. You wash it, you use it again. I think I've become more of a man since I've been out here. I'm bald now. I've got a beard. I've got a motorbike. I make fires. As I say, you have one spoon and fork that I use over and over again. I'm becoming a man. I'm becoming more of a man, which is ironic because I think I don't have much testosterone at the minute. Breakfast time. 4 bacon, 2 eggs, and some rices. I don't know what the calories are. Probably 6,000, maybe 1,100. I ain't too fussed what I'm eating here at the minute because I'm not trying. There's not much bad stuff to avoid. It's not like you go into, like back in the UK, you go into the shop, especially with myself, my job. It's typically meal deals, like on the go. And yeah, there's worse things out there, but like, what's worse? What could be worse than the food that's been made in a factory, wrapped up, put in a box and sat on a shelf for a day? Do you know what I mean? It ain't fresh, whatever it is, it ain't fresh. Everything I have here is pretty fresh. Hey Rocky boy, come here Rocky boy. Every time he walks anywhere, he always jumps and hops and he always looks really cute when he does it. Hey, here he is. You come for a sniff. Hey, what do you want? When I come back from Dumagetti, oh yeah, I'll tell you about Dumagetti. I come back yesterday, and obviously he'd been in the kitchen all day. And yeah, I opened the door and he was fucking yeah, come on, jumping all over me, like not being like nipping at me. He was just like around my feet, just like you could tell he was so happy that I was back. But that's probably because he knew it was dinner time. She's going through so much food, man. I'm really like, I don't really know how much I'm meant to feed him, but I'll just feed him. I'll probably feed him an amount of food that is probably half the size of his belly, and I'll feed it in twice. And he always finishes it. I'd rather feed him too much than not enough, obviously. There's nothing wrong with feeding him too much. Like if he doesn't want to eat it, he won't eat it. I gave him a bit of a cake yesterday and he weren't interested, so at least he's not just like a fucking gannet, just like absorbing everything. But anyway, the trip to Dumagetti. First of all, this is going to be a very negative explanation of my Dumagetti experience. I wake up early every morning, but I don't mind waking up. I like waking up early every morning here, so I don't mind getting up early for that. But when you have to wake up at 4 in the morning to get on a boat to go somewhere that you don't want to be, it's kind of a fucking ball ache, and it was a fucking ball ache. Didn't really get the best sleep last night. I forgot to turn my telly off and it woke me up at like 3. To try and go back to sleep just for an hour doesn't really happen. And then the sea was choppy. I haven't thrown up from a boat ride in years. And I'm always travelling to Dumagetti, as you know. Halfway through I woke up and I'm like, oh, I need to go be sick. And I know if you feel sick, the best thing to do is to be sick, because once you've been sick, there's no fear of being sick again. Just get it all, I know it's gross, but just get it all out and you're fine then. We was there for a few reasons, mainly to renew my passport, renew my mum's passport, both Filipino passport. We've both got dual citizenship, obviously. And then Ray came and he extended his visa for the month. My mum, in and out, sorted. Ray, in and out, sorted. Me, bear in mind that my mum was trying to sort it all out all herself, so fair play to my mum. But it seems like when she was trying to communicate with them, it took about a month just to get to the point where I knew what I had to bring with me. So that cost me 9,000 plus pesos for that month, because it took such a long time for communications back and forth. Obviously nothing to do with my mum, it was just she'd email and then email back ages later. But anyway, it's them. It's a fucking very slow process of very slow group of people. I'll be honest, it sums up a lot with the Philippines. It's very slow, everything's quite slow, it takes a long time to do anything. So I went there, I didn't have my birth certificate because the PSA hadn't issued it because they don't have any record, which is strange because I already have a Filipino passport, so they must have had a record of it previously. I don't fully know what's gone on. All I know, there's a cock up somewhere on someone else's fucking end, and now it's affecting me. So I queued up for nearly 2 hours. The security guard lady, woman outside was talking in Filipino, obviously. I don't know all of Filipino. I know a bit, but I don't know much. So she arranged everyone to get their chairs and form a line. 2 lines. And there was a line of us up against the wall, which is where I was. I'd been waiting there for like over an hour, nearly 2 hours. Another line in front of me of chairs and another row in front of that. I didn't fucking know that one row of chairs was for 2 p.m. and the other row of chairs was for 3 p.m. My appointment's at 2 p.m. I'd been there since 12:15, waiting. Everyone was sat on these chairs, and then when she finally said, oh, this is 2 p.m, this is 3 p.m, it was like 2:15 anyway. So I had to go to the back of the fucking 2 p.m. queue, even though I'd been there. Like, I should be right at the fucking front. But people aren't very self-aware. They're not aware of like people around them or things going on. They don't think, oh, that lad's been sitting there for 2 hours, I wonder what he's waiting for. She didn't think to ask me. You know, granted, if I spent more time to understand the language more, I'd actually understand. But that's like, where's your common sense? I've been sitting here for nearly 2 hours. What do you think I'm fucking waiting for? I'm not just resting my feet. So anyway, I didn't get seen till about 2:30, 3. Long story short, the whole appointment was a failure because the lady who seen to me, she said, I don't have a birth certificate, blah, blah, blah. She gave me a big list of stuff to do. Turned it around, there's 2 sides. I was like, fuck me. They want my first ever passport. They want my mum's and dad's passport from when I was born. My dad's dead. I don't think we've got his passport from 34 years ago. And I don't think my mum, who has the passport for nearly 40 years ago? Who fucking has that? And there was probably about another 6, 7, 8 things that I needed to apply for. Things that I don't just like go home and pick up. It's like things that I need to fucking try and find or get reissued. And then she says, when you've got all this stuff, email it to the PSA. They will tell you whether it's enough to come back and apply for a birth certificate. 4 to 6 months it's going to take to apply for this birth certificate. And then I've got to come back and reapply for my passport, which they can still turn around and say no. Jesus Christ, it's going to take 6 months. I'm not going to get it done. I've been here for 3 months. I've still not managed to renew my passport. It's fucking ridiculous. Again, my mum's doing it all for me, bless her, and it is stressful because I'm not dealing with the stress. I'm just dealing with having to go to Dumagetti, so I don't have to do anything basically. I just hate Dumagetti because every time I go there, it's to spend money on stuff I don't want. Yeah, granted, I need to extend my visa, but it's just it's a ball ache. It's a ball ache. I'm a bit weird with how I spend my time, and if I'm trying to achieve something and it's just a slow process, I get worse about it. In my head, I don't know if anyone else does this, but in my head, I'm very aware that I'm going to die at some point. And this all started from when I saw a picture of this thing on Instagram a few years ago, and it was basically a life calendar. So if you average your life at 75 years, 75 years is your lifespan, averagely. Let's say, for example, it was like little squares, loads and loads of little squares of each day you've been alive, and you tick it off every day so that you can see how many fucking days you've got left in your life. It made me, every time I think of I've wasted a day, I think that's an entire day I've achieved zero, I'm never going to get back. And it's because of these useless fucking people that can't do a simple job. So I get really angry when I'm like yesterday, what a shit day. That's a tick. I can tick that day off. I'm never going to get back. I've achieved nothing. I've wasted my day. I've wasted my time. I've wasted my money. I've wasted my mum's time and effort and money as well. Just a waste. Like, you've stolen a small part of my life. I feel like stealing your fucking life. Give me a day. Give me one of your days. I want it back. Come here, Rocky boy. You know, I was away from the dogs all day. I didn't get to see them. I didn't get to ride my bike. The only good side about being in Dumagetti is that I got to buy a decent helmet. But not only that, yeah, I spent money buying these fucking chinos and a shirt that made me look 55 years old. And then when I put my sunglasses on, I look like a cool 55-year-old. Anyway, it was just a day of waiting around doing nothing because my boat was at 5:30 in the afternoon. So I got there. I didn't want to wait around much, so I got at the pier at 5. I asked the guard as soon as I got there, is it delayed? No, it's fine. I asked another guard inside the pier, is it on time? Yeah. And I went to check in, sorry, it's delayed. It's going to be here about 6 p.m. I just laughed. I just thought, obviously 2 people that work at the pier don't know anything about boats. So I was waiting there for an hour. It didn't arrived till 5:30. We all got on the boat. The boat didn't leave until 7:15. It should have been 5:30, so it was over an hour. Probably because the weather was quite bad and it was quite choppy. Now, the journey on the way to Dumagetti was shit and I was sick. The journey coming back from Dumagetti was twice as shit and I was twice as sick. I had a bowl of spaghetti, a plate of chips and a mango shake I had a bowl of spaghetti and my chips about 2 hours. No, it'd be 3 hours. 3 hours before we left, because it was late, obviously. And a mango shake about an hour and a half before we left. All of that, disgusting. All of that come out. I was laying down trying to sleep in the boat, and as soon as I opened my eyes, about halfway through the trip, I was just like, no, I need to go to the toilet right now. So I fucking for everything, mate. This is gross, but it was quite funny. It was like mango shake, a little bit of spaghetti, and I thought I was sound. I sat back down. This time I sat right next to the toilet just because in case I needed a quick getaway. And this time it was just spaghetti. And it was gross because I had cheese sauce on the crisps, on the chips. So it was just like meaty, cheesy, sick. And then I fucking must have blinked too hard when I threw up once, because I threw up on the seat, on the floor, and all over my trousers. Oh man, I think that's the most I've ever been sick on a boat. But like I say, if you feel sick, be sick, and you won't feel sick after that. Got off the boat, Ramil picked me up. I was like, thanks Ramil. I was bad, man. It was bad. Ramil drove us home. I was just lying asleep with the window wide open. I needed as much fresh air as I could get. Yeah, you know what, because I woke up early, I didn't have much sleep. I was waking up for all the wrong reasons I didn't want to. It was just bad news all day. Oh, just fucking... Yeah, there's worse things that can happen, but it was just a shit day. And now I'm back. Mum and Ray are still in the hotel. Sorry, they're still in Dumagetti. They've booked another night there. She kept trying to get me to stay. I'm like, I don't want to stay. I hate the spaghetti. I just want to come back to my dogs and my bike. So yeah, man, they're still there. I think they're back tomorrow morning. So yeah, man, today, I have this before it goes cold. It's probably cold now. Do a little bit of work. I still ain't smash those rocks. Chill with the dogs. I want to spend a bit of time with Rocky and just let him walk around and I can follow him. Rocky! I was here. They're just here. They're friends. It's so cool watching him play with like all the other dogs, because there's a couple of them are puppies. So they was here last night. They was all just like, sorry, this morning. They was all just circling him and he was just like standing there while they was all like sniffing him and everything. Like, these are your friends now. These got to look after you, mate. After I'm gone, you were these. But yeah, I'm going to do that. Just walk around with Rocky for a bit. He needs to get used to everything, and it ain't nice being shut in the kitchen all day. I know he's only a puppy, so you kind of have your own space, but like, why not? Explore. I'll explore with him. I want to go out on my bike. I want to go to the gym. I think what I'll do, I'll combine it. I'll have my pre-workout, go to the gym, I'll eat something, and after I've eaten something, I think I'll just go out. Because there's one main road that goes all the way around the island, the perimeter road. It's about 50 miles long. You can do it hour and a half, 2 hours, probably hour and a half. Around the island, you've got that, but you've got all these little roads that go in the middle of the island. Like, that's where you need to go. That's where the proper roads are, the real mountain roads are. There's not much people. It's just hills, up, downs, just, you know. That's where there's a proper adventure exploring roads. And I'm gonna do a bit of that today. So yeah, another exciting day. Just gotta make sure I eat, because I technically I only had one meal yesterday, so I'm feeling a bit skinny. I'm wasting away. I'm already wasting away. I need to stop wasting away. Anyway, I'll see you on the bike.